ഈശ്വര മാത്സ് സാർ ഞാനും മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ. ലിത്താര ലിഹിനിനി അതാരാ? ലിത്താര ആൻഡ് ലിഹിനിനി അയാള് കേറിയിട്ടുണ്ട് എന്തായാലും. ലിത്താര ആരാണോ?
No, it's just in my house. Like I really love and
Irmã, a gente sempre vem.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're just waiting for a few more people to arrive and then we'll get started. So we shouldn't be too much longer. Good afternoon, everyone. Can I just check? Bivin, is that you that's joined? It is. Hi, Bivin.
Hello, Danielle. Good to see you.
Hi. Okay, so good afternoon and welcome everyone to our webinar series in partnership with De Montfort University. We do have Bivin with us and he's going to give you lots more information regarding De Montfort later on in the session. I just want to ask if everyone can keep on mute, just so we don't disturb anyone who's presenting. Okay, so I'm just going to start by outlining what we're going to go through today. So we're going to talk about studying in the UK and how it can be beneficial to you, your career and your life, how you can make that happen, so how you can apply. We're going to have some information from Bivin regarding De Montfort University and regarding the courses and the university itself, and scholarship and other services that the university offers. And then at the end, we will hold a short Q&A session. So we do ask that you put all your questions in the chat box or the Q&A box, and they'll all be saved to the end. And then I'll read them all out and I'll hand them over to either Bivin or to our team to give you the best answer and best advice. So just to introduce who we are briefly, so we have Matthew James, who's our Managing Director. We have Lakshmi Menon, who's our Principal Consultant. You'll see her in a bit. She will be presenting on behalf of ALAW. We have Merin in the background, who is our Team Manager. And myself, I'm Danielle, I'm our Business Development Executive. So a big welcome to Bivin. He is the country manager for India and Sri Lanka from De Montfort University. We've worked with Bivin for a long time now. It's great to see you again, Bivin. And he's going to give you lots more information about the university.
Thank you, Daniel. Thanks for me having me.
No worries, thank you for being here. So I'm going to pass over to Lakshmi and she's going to start our presentation on behalf of ALAW, just a bit of brief information about studying in the UK and how you can apply, and then we'll be passing over to Bivin. Over to you, Lakshmi.
Thank you, Daniel. Hi, Bivin. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. Good to see you again.
Good to see you as well. Lots of people have joined in. I'm just going to quickly brief what ALAW is. I don't know if any of you have attended our previous webinars before, but if this is the first time you're attending, this is just going to help you understand who we are a little better. What is it that we do for students and how is it that we can be of help to you when you decide to go to UK and then your further education. So just to give you a brief about ALAW Group of companies, we have different operations running. So if you as a student will be closely associating to ALAW Consultancy or ALAW Study Abroad, which is a business operation of ALAW that deals with students like yourself who wants to go to the UK to do their undergrad or postgrad or research programs, etc. So if you're a student, then ALAW Study Abroad or ALAW Consultancy is the operations or business side of ALAW that you're going to relate yourself with. Nursing Jobs UK is more for nursing professional who wants to come to the UK on an employment visa. So if you are a nursing aspirant and you're coming there to do your BSc nursing and you want to become a nurse, or after you've done your studies, you can again get in touch with ALAW Group of companies, contact your consultant, ask them to direct you to Nursing Jobs UK. We've got a lot of NHS that we're currently hiring for. We've got a lot of other private healthcare employers that we're hiring for, a lot of other private hospitals we're hiring for. And that part of ALAW operations closely revolve around nursing and healthcare professionals. So if there's any nursing aspirant there, you know whom to contact and where to contact once you're done with your studies. ALAW Properties is more related to the real estate side of ALAW, which is currently running from Manchester. Moving on. So why choose us is basically your understanding of who we are in depth. We are a British Council approved agent. We are an English UK certified agent. We come with about 20 years of experience. So this is actually our 21st year, if I'm correct, of working with international students. We have a 100% visa success rate, which means every student who's applied through us have gotten their visa. We've got a fantastic compliance team, an immigration team, lawyers associated. So there's no way that, you know, if you've got the right information at hand and you're being very transparent with your consultants, this is something that we're very, very proud of, to get all students who's applied for a visa to get those visas. We've got lots and lots of universities associated with us. As if you have attended, like I said, webinars before, you would know by now, there are so many universities that we've done webinar for, so many coming up in the next weeks as well. So, and they have lots and lots of amazing courses with really great affordable tuition fees. We are one of the agents who has direct university partnerships. We have head office in the UK. So if you see Daniel or Marin or Matthew and lots of other team members actually work from the UK office. So you do have somebody to actually depend on or call out for help, or if you need, you know, some kind of assistance after you reach UK, you don't need to worry. You can actually walk into our office. It's there in Manchester. So we have a team there in the UK as well. And it's going to come in handy for people, you know, if you're going to step out of your comfort zone for the very first time. It's always good to know there are people that you've spoken to or associated with in the UK as well. We will take care of your entire assistance with regards to your applications, your scholarship, your visa process, and your post-arrival. It's an absolutely free of cost service to all the students who are availing these services. So starting from your application till your enrollment and even pastoral care, this is not something that is going to come at any cost to any of our students. And we're very, very proud to extend, you know, pastoral care support as well, career counseling as well. So career counseling is just not telling, oh, you take accounts and you can become an accountant, or you take this and you can become an engineer. This is about understanding who you really are and what is it that you're supposed to do? What is it that you're so great at, so amazing at, and helping you build a foundation of, okay, this course is going to be so amazing for you, and this is where you can build. So career counseling is not just telling people you take the course and this is what you're going to become. It's much more than that. And we are somebody who strongly believes that is how career counseling is supposed to be done. Moving on. So everybody who's present here, we all have different reasons. I was also somebody who studied in the UK 9 years ago, and why I went is, you know, because I wanted to experience a different style of education. It was highly recommended by people who've gone before me. People spoke highly about UK education and the universities and the amazing facilities, and I said, okay, I want to be a part of it as well. So similarly, all of you might have your own reasons of coming to the UK or going to the UK, and that reasons are good enough, because the experience is massive. It is nothing like I even expected. What you look forward to UK, I understand that you're going to study in world-class universities, amazing facilities, and it's keeping that education side apart. There's so much more that you focus on yourself, your problem-solving skills, your analytical skills, your ability to do things on your own, to work in a team, to accept other cultures. And it's not just about degree anymore by the end of the year. It's about how you've developed overall as an individual, how to manage your finances by yourself, how to find transportations by yourself. So when you look at UK education, we always think about, okay, this is a good university, this is a really good course, and you know, I'm going to do this course and then I'm going to become an engineer, or I'm going to become a manager, or I'm going to become a doctor or a nurse. We always tend to not look into how great it is going to be for me as a person, how well I get along with people, how much more confident I am when I started the course, how much more I'm able to manage my finances than I was before. So when you look at UK education, you look at it as an overall personality development, how it's going to develop you, how it's going to enhance you as an individual. It's fantastic that you have a great degree from a great university, but what's equally important is that you have this amazing personality by the time you're done, and you could not thank yourself for making that decision. You have lots and lots of internship opportunities available, lots of volunteering opportunities available, and all these universities that we're currently associated with, they do have student councils or student wings, more than happy to support international students. Look out for these opportunities. Utilize these facilities given to you, know where to go, whom to talk to, because these universities present you with n number of opportunities, n number of support systems and guidances It would be an absolute waste if you do not actually utilize this, starting from your resume formatting till whatever support that you need. These are universities, it's going to provide you that. Look out for these opportunities. Okay, I want to do an internship, or I want to, do my resume properly. I want to talk to somebody because I'm not feeling that great. You name it, the university will have a system to support you. So I would request all my dear students who are coming for the next year, for the next intake, to utilize completely what the university offers an international student, because it's so much, so vast, and look out for these. It has helped me greatly. It has helped the students who's come after me into the university. It has helped students who's gone last year. So please use all these services, and I can assure you the journey is so worth it by the end of it. Right, moving on. So how do we decide on the course, and how is it that we apply? Deciding on a course is what usually should take time. But deciding on a course is something that I think most of the people would have already decided, because somebody else would have taken the course, somebody else would have done really, really well in that course, and that course maybe or might have a better job opportunity, or opportunity of getting a job sooner. But is that job actually for me, is something that you need to ask yourself, because eventually if you're going to step into a job, the idea is to build a career out of that job, and to build a career out of a job, it's something that you need to have deep interest in, deep liking, and your attitude towards that needs to be in line with your interest and your skills. So just like I tell during all my webinars, don't go for a course what everybody has taken. Don't pick a course because the majority of people have taken that course. Look at your skills, look at your interest. Where does my aptitude lie? Do I have a flair for this? Do I have an ambition to learn this a little more? How was I when I was in school? Is my grades reflecting on the subjects that I'm really, really passionate about? Once you look a little deeper into yourself, a little deeper into your skills and your interests, because of the kind of number of courses that these universities provide, it's going to be a tough choice for you to decide, because there's so many courses available. It's not about nursing or MBA or becoming an engineer. There's culinary, there's music, there's arts. There's so much more available to you. I request you to look into yourself, look into your skills, discuss with your consultants, and they will help you. They'll guide you through it, so you understand, right, this is what's best for me. So this is not just about finding a job, but being able to build that career out of it, because your interest was taken into account, your skills was taken into account, your aptitude was taken into account, and we combined all this and we decided, okay, this is a future career prospects of these many, and these are the courses that's going to support you, and you can make a decision from that. Trust me, once you've decided that, you'll be happy that you went with your skills and interest, and you found that something that you're very passionate about, and you're very, very good at it because you like what you do. Now, registering with us is a very, very simple process. We've got your 12th, we're going to ask for your 12th, your 10th, your degree certificates, your CV, passport copies, and IELTS for courses that is necessary. And then we apply to the universities and we will follow up on your behalf. Moving on. So the services is first, like I said, we will be helping you. Once we decide on the course, we will be doing applications on your behalf, and we will help you with the mock interviews. It's just like a trial interview before you go for the direct interview. It's going to help you guys if you're going to attend the interview for the very first time, just to break the ice, to let you understand this is what an interview looks like, and just to calm your nerves a little bit before you go for the final interview. We will help you get a direct interview with the university. We, a group of consultants, will be doing the follow-up with the university on your behalf, and they will update you in terms of where your application is, what is the status of it, and what is it that you can expect next. We will take care of the compliance check for the visa. We will process the visa. We will have a pre-departure briefing program, which is similar to like a webinar where we all come together and we discuss everything about UK that a student needs to know before they go there, starting from the phone lines to food options to travel, to accommodations. We discuss everything, and we have a Q&A where you can clear all your doubts and queries about your fears or anxieties or concerns about going to UK, and we'll be more than happy to sit together and then discuss that. We provide assistance with accommodation and language support, which I'll just go through that in some time, and pastoral care, and then enrollment. Moving on. So these are all the universities that we are partnered with. We've had, I think, a few webinars of these universities. We've got a few more coming in. This shows the number of courses available right in front of you. There are so many courses at different universities. So all you have to do is sit with our consultants, decide on the course, then we can decide on the universities, and then it's going to be an easy flow from there. Moving on. So just an additional service, like I said before, about student accommodation and English support. So there is a platform called Swish English, which is like online course assistance program for people who are preparing for their IELTS. They've got over 22,000 students currently using it. Our students also use it. It's an amazing platform if you are looking for like an additional support. They do have, I believe they have a lot of mock like trial versions of it available now. Talk to your consultants just to look into it, to see if this is something that might suit you. Amber Student is like a streamlined booking platform for your accommodation. There are over 80 million students that, spread across the globe. It's more of, finding an accommodation. Again, ask your consultants to send you the link so you can click on it and find out what are the student accommodation available to you in your locality or where you're looking for, and then you can compare and contrast and make that right decision for you in terms of where you want to stay. Okay, moving on. Just brief about it. We do have Bivin here who's going to give you a detailed tour of the university. Ranked 119th, second highest number of university with prestigious teaching awards, 117th in Guardian University, one of the leading universities for art and design in the UK, and 95% of their graduates study or work within the 6 months of their graduation. Good scholarships for international students. I'm sure Bivin's going to discuss that in detail. Moving on. Moving. So these are a couple of student testimonials. We've got more on the website. I don't know if you can read it. However, I would recommend you to go on the website and read it. This basically helps you to understand people who've had same path as yours, people who associated with ALOR, and what is it that they expected and what it is that they got. It will be something that you can use, because you can take this as a platform of informed decision, saying, oh, so many students have done this or taken this course, or this particular person has been very helpful, or, it just helps you to make the right decision. I would highly recommend, please go on the website, read these testimonials, see if they're also having the same path as yours, so you can actually make that informed decision for yourself in terms of, yes, I want to be associated, or no, this is not for me. I'm just going to look up for anything else. So the decision is yours, but please do go through it because it's going to help you. Moving on.
Hi, my name is Dieter Thomas. I'm studying in the Montfort University, Leicester. I'm currently pursuing my master's in pharmaceutical biotechnology. It was my dream to come to UK, and it has been achieved through ALOR Abroad Consultancy Limited. They have been helped me a lot and through all of my applications. I always opt ALOR Abroad Consultancy. Thank you.
That's all from my side. Bivin, over to you.
Thank you so much. Great information. I think it's very necessary to pick your people who's going to guide you, and with the kind of experience with all you have in the past, I think is the support system has to be amazing, and it is going to be amazing for you all to be processing through here. Anyway, so coming back to me, my name is Bivin. I am from the Montfort University, obviously. I think I just want to have this a session, a very interactive session. It's really necessary to have those doubts on, have those queries cleared with the people who are working at the university. It's when you have these kind of interaction, I think you should be absolutely using it at the maximum level or leverage on it to get your informations right, because not necessarily all the information which comes from everywhere is right. In my session, it would be a little presentation of the Montfort University. In fact, I think Lakshmi was right about this one part where she said, "It's in the end, it's just not about the degree that you're going to get. It's more than that, and how a prospective student should use this particular part of their decision of their life in the maximum level, so that it can boost them as a person, as a character, at the same time as a good employer or employer, because you can start your own business, right?" We'll come back to all of that. I'm just going to share this thing. One of you can just please shout out if you cannot hear the audios in this session. That way I can fix it. Right. I hope you can see the screen.
We can, yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. So, like I said, my name is Bivin. I manage India and Sri Lanka for De Montfort. And I've been working with the university over a decade, which means I have information, whatever with time I spend at De Montfort and in the area, I can contribute with all your doubts to be cleared. But yes, absolutely, I'll give you the information on the university, how a prospective student can use this as a ladder to become what they want to be, really them want to be, not what they're becoming, what other people want to be. The UK, I'm not going to give you a lot of lecture on it, because I think Lakshmi did cover very beautifully why UK, how it's going to help you. I think the only thing that I'm going to add is exposure, which you did, but I would add stress on the exposure part of it. I think that's what makes you as a person by the end of the education that you're going for. It's absolutely needed. When you go meet about 150 plus nationalities, your perspective changes, you understand different stuff in different ways. That changes you along with your degree. So an amazing place to be at, about over 125, 30 universities in the UK. There are people from everywhere, 150 plus nationalities. So great exposure. Obviously the ranking, if you just go, most of the British universities are on the top ranking in the world ranking structure. So that's without going anywhere. But at the same time, I think I want to stress on the third point, which is part-time work. I think it's necessary to do the part-time work. It's absolutely okay to do the part-time work with the given whatever hours by the immigration system to you. And it's necessary not just because that is going to sustain yourself or you're going to earn money out of it, but I think it's more because you're going to meet people, you're going to have that exposure, you're going to get that opportunity to have networking, which is going to make you absolutely acclimatize with the place as well. So I think it's absolutely necessary to go. I mean, if you're allowed to go for 20 hours a week during the term time, and off term time, we're allowed to go for 40 hours a week. Go for 20 hours if you're super smart, but if you're like me, 13, 14 hours, not more than that. You got to keep that balance. So it's absolutely okay to go for it. And is it easy to find? Yes, pretty much. At De Montfort, we have Unitemp. It's an in-house placement cell. Their job is basically to find you good part-time works. So we have about 250 plus vacancies empty on those part-time works, which means there are a lot of part-time work in Leicester. You just don't have to worry about it. So if you just see the whole math part of it, I mean, if you can have this conversation one-on-one later, maybe, but I can give you the understanding or stats that how it's easy to survive with that. Definitely go for part-times. It's definitely should be actually, but yeah, 13, 14 hours, that's the healthy time that you can go for. Okay, so De Montfort, now this is key. De Montfort has been there for a while. We started in 1869 with Leicester School of Art and Technology. So we're pretty much amazing in that area. Over the years, we grew, we came with more faculties, and then now we are at a point where we have 400 plus undergrad, postgrad programs. it's a research-based university. It's a public university. It has about 27 to 28,000 students studying in here. There are about 150 plus nationalities who come and study here. That means the exposure is really amazing. You get to understand how people can think of same thing in different other ways. That makes you change. That builds your character. So, like I said, exposure is key. But yeah, that's how the exposure comes in form of, right? When you meet different nationalities. So at the same, it's a public university. I'm going to stress again on it, and it's a research-based university. So if you are one of those who think that I'm going to do some research area studies and stuff, you can absolutely do that at De Montfort, with various areas of research areas that we have research happening at De Montfort. But before that, I'll give you more information. But yeah, this is how we go around in the world. It's absolutely amazing that how De Montfort believes in a certain system every time we deliver with the students. But yeah, this is how generally we go around.
School. It's supposed to prepare you for life, but what kind?
Get a job, put your dreams on hold. I chose me. I'm alright. I didn't leave home.
I found a new home.
Come on in.
Joined a team.
How was listening about today?
Learn there's more than one way to see the world.
I found my people.
People who picked me up when I was down.
Deep breath.
Pushed me when I thought I couldn't go on. So we're just gonna get this started straight away.
And helped me achieve the things I never thought I'd
28, 29, 30, and you're done. Well done.
People showed me that what you learn in books is just the start.
People who opened doors for me.
And helped make the end of university a new beginning.
It's our goal to help every student reach their goal. Apply now and find out what you're made of. De Montfort University, Leicester.
How we support that is something that I would be discussing in the next coming couple of minutes. But yeah, that's our goal, to make sure that you reach right where you want to be at. Over 153 years, we came in a very good shape. We grew it in a very nice pace. We had very good number of students who graduated from our university. In fact, a lot of honorary postdoctorate too. That includes Mahendra Singh Dhoni from here, obviously, and Amitabh Bachchan before that. That was in 2006. Mahendra Singh Dhoni in 2011. But yeah, how did we come over? I mean, it's a really beautiful video. I think these videos are available on YouTube. You should definitely look at them. I think it's absolutely necessary for you to look at where you want to go or where you want to go. So it's pretty much helps you with the interviews later in the stage, because that way you have more content to talk about. It doesn't have to be where you just have to prepare for something later. But these videos are amazing. They're going to give you more understanding. You will know where you're going, what part of legacy that you're going to be of.
What do you think it takes to build a legacy? To not just be successful, not just memorable, but legendary. From every small beginning, something greater someday starts to grow. From a disused warehouse classroom started 150 years ago, where volunteers taught engineers and artists how to ply their crafts, when DMU was humbly known as the Leicester School of Arts. When treaties swept their staff and students off to serve in war, classrooms turned their tools to armaments to help support the cause. And when they returned with missing limbs and counting conflict's cost, they were taught the skills they needed to rebuild the lives they'd lost. Soon we reach the 1920s, and the campus must expand, with additional facilities to meet increased demand. After 50 years of excellence, the school now turns to colleges and leads the field in artists, engineers and new technologies. The Second World War saw sandbags piled high in lecture rooms, where students set their skills to building beds to rest the wounded troops and painted air raid shelter murals, keeping people's spirits high, while secretly, a hidden radar training station watched the skies. The 1960s brought more change as spaces filled up rapidly, and finding new facilities became of great necessity. The Fletcher Building opened, with the Queen Mother inspecting, and in '69 it was time for City of Leicester Polytechnic. Now we reach the 1990s and educational reforms find all administrative funding fundamentally transformed. With all performance at its peak, it's time to seize the opportunity. No more a polytechnic, now De Montfort University. Whether you came to build computers or you came to start a business, whether you came to study poetry or came to puzzle physics, whether you wanted to be an engineer, a midwife or a painter, whether you started at 18 or you found education later, whether you came from somewhere local or you came from far away, whether you lived right here on campus or commuted every day, whether you joined the student paper because you'd got something to say, or combined a few societies to balance work and play. Whether you had a fixed direction picked for when you graduated or your qualifications took you places utterly unexpected, the days, the weeks, the months and years you spent being a student here will stay with you through all you do, and you'll always be connected. But if you wanted more from uni than a simple education, if you wanted to take more with you than just your qualifications, if you wanted to make a difference, if you think you're bound for greatness, then our doors are always open and De Montfort's always waiting. Even after graduating, you can carry on with pride. There's always more achievements waiting, and we're always on your side. So keep creating, making, changing, take each chance to be surprised. And once you leave, we guarantee, no matter where your path may lead, you'll always have a place here. And you'll DMU for life.
That's correct. It's just not before you, or while you study at Montfort. It's after that too. We help you. We help you with the whole later part of it as well. So the support system is really good with the alumni network that we have, with the kind of the assistance with the placements and everything that we have. It really matters a lot for a student when they graduate from a British university. So I think that's why all these new generation universities are pretty good, because they have a very good support system, and we are one of them. With De Montfort, it's been a very good rank if you look at them in the faculty wise. If you just look at the total, I mean, I have a little dicey feeling in terms of the ranking structure when it comes to overall ranking, because we don't have a lot of programs available at De Montfort. Like, we don't do MBBS, we don't do dentistry. But what I've seen is, if you just look at these faculties on a separate ranking structure, you will see De Montfort placed in a very good in all of those areas. So we are good with the account and finance, business and law programs. We are good with architecture. We are good with fashion programs. We are good with interior designing most of the design programs. Pharmacy, pharmaceutical biotechnology, they are nursing. These are the programs which generally goes in very high rank at De Montfort. I think the most important part is the employability part of it. I think that's where De Montfort does very well with the support system we have. When you are about 153-year-old institution, there are most possible chances that they have very good industrial connections. I think that works out very well with us. At the same time, the support system that we give to the students, right? So employment cell, or the DMU works that we have at De Montfort, it really works out, supports the students. But as a student, I think there is a lot of job from your end too. I think we should not go stereotype and cliche